Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Michael, happy Sunday. We have
happy
so
Sunday.
much to talk
What's
about.
up? I know there's a lot on our list. There's a lot on our list.
The last couple weeks, it's kind of like been like, but oh my gosh, this week has been wild.
Yeah.
So much has happened. I actually first wanted to mention, first of all, hopefully everybody enjoyed our last episode, the interview with Magic Eden. I have a little confession to make. On that episode, literally, you know how I always do this intro, oh, welcome back to another episode. I choked and I was like, I completely blanked as we were recording and I forgot what my intro was. And it was so embarrassing. And they were like, oh, honestly, this is fine. This makes us less nervous. And then I had to go back and re-listen to my intro to remember. I don't think Andy put that part in there. But yeah, that was the first time I ever totally blanked on my intro. I'm just like, what the heck? What's wrong with me?
Yeah, it was funny. You're a pro normally. I love that you do the intro to outro. I just get to sit back.
Sit back, relax.
Yeah, it's like, nah, she's got this part taken care of. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a lot to talk about. What should we talk about? Should we talk about Azurbala? I feel like that's the biggest news of the week.
What about the 4-0 Philadelphia Eagles?
Okay, come on.
Okay, sorry.
Football? I don't even know that was.
I was trying to squeeze that in at the beginning because the Eagles look like the best team in the NFL right now.
Oh, you would try to squeeze that in.
Yeah, but I didn't get to because we got right to Azurbala. So let's get to Azurbala.
Okay, no, wait. You know what I did see about football? I saw Tua, and I saw some videos about him on Twitter going viral.
Yeah.
And that just looked horrible. And I was reminded of how horrible concussions and football, just, oh my gosh. Just wow.
Yeah, that's a really bad story. He had 2 really bad head hits in 5 days, and the second one looked really ugly. So hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he's all right for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now back to the NFT stuff.
Back to Azurbala. Back to
Azurbala. Yeah. So Azurbala, which is, by the way, let's just explain it here. What is Azurbala? Basically, there's this umbrella company, Tally Labs, which, spoiler alert, we're actually getting on the podcast very soon. Stay tuned. So this parent company, Tally Labs, they have underneath them Jenkins the Valet, and then they have Azurbala. And then, I don't know, they might even have some other things, but those are kind of the 2 main ones. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows Jenkins the Valet. We've talked about it a lot. Michael's a huge fan, owns a bunch of the NFTs. Azurbala, so they recently dropped Bored and Dangerous, which is this storytelling book that you're supposed to burn in order to redeem for an Azurbala, which is this exotic Amazonian jungle PFP project that they came out with. Storytelling NFTs.
Right.
And they revealed the art and it went horribly. People, it was going viral and people were just mad shitting on it and making fun of it. And they hosted a spaces immediately because they thought it was gonna, people were gonna be receptive and like it, but people did not like it at all. So they hosted the spaces immediately and they said, we want to make this right. We don't want to drop this project we don't want this to be the art if people don't like the art. I actually spoke in the spaces and I was so nervous. There was 900 people in there, but I was request this week. I think the reason why people didn't like it, and this is what I said in the spaces, was because I just felt like the textures were off. So basically it had this avatar, Amazonian jungle looking creature that wasn't exactly a human, but wasn't exactly an animal. And it looks 2D almost, but then it had these traits that were like human clothing traits that were 3D. So, and then also it was a little contradicting because it was like, why are there like human traits like chef's hat and like just these random traits on this like creature that's supposed to be in the jungle? Like it just didn't make sense. So yeah, they got a ton of backlash, and they ended up saying that they weren't gonna continue with that, and they weren't gonna, stick with their timeline. The burning window was supposed to start on Monday, where you can burn for this PFP. But they said they were going to go back to the drawing board and come up with something new. And honestly, this is kind of one of the first times we've really seen a project come out with art before it even mints as a profile picture, and it doesn't look good. And they take the constructive feedback and they go back to the drawing board to create something new. So major props to them for doing that and listening to the community.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yeah, I was in that space, but I got in there, I guess, shortly after you spoke. And I don't. Do you join a lot of spaces? Or
no, I never joined spaces, but I happened to be on, and I was like, I'm not a huge fan of spaces. I don't like speaking on them.
Yeah,
but I was like, I just felt like I needed to say.
That's
something.
cool you did that. Yeah, for sure.
I was so nervous though, and I'm like, oh my god, I hope my voice is not shaking in this. But yeah, if you listen back to it, I'm at like 20-minute mark. Anyway.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's probably recorded. Yeah.
It is. It was recorded, but they were very they handled it really well. For the amount of shit that they took for that, they handled it really well. I hope they don't reschedule that episode we have planned.
Yeah, I know. They need to come on. They need to explain.
I'm excited to talk to them about it.
It's I want, like, I mean, is there in any way could you look at that in some kind of bubble and think it was good? Like, I don't know.
They genuinely thought it looked good, by the way. Yeah. They weren't like, oh, we didn't even know that it was going to turn out like they were like, we approved it. We thought this looked good. We thought it was going to hit. And everyone was like, what? Like, how did nobody on the team? And by the way, Thread Guy, who we had on a previous episode, he's like the director of vibes for Jenkins. And oh my God, I feel bad for him. He hasn't tweeted in like 2 days. Like he just like, I think he got like sad about everyone just like, and then everyone was like laughing at him because he was saying, oh, Azurbalas are insane. And then everyone's like insanely ugly and like just like roasting, you know what I mean? And man, it can be hard when you have the mob just like piling on you.
I'm sure he'll be doing his episode with Alexander tomorrow. You ever listen to any of those Shillin' Villain?
No,
do you know that guy? Oh my God.
I've been seeing it pop up. He has like that lizard PFP.
Yeah. He is like, he's funny to listen to, but he is like, sometimes it gets cringe. He cuts people off in 1 second. Like
he's like chaotic.
I don't know how to explain it. I mean, he's like, and they're always just talking about like Twitter metrics and how to, I don't know. But he's like ultra popular, and a lot of people that I like him. You know, so I try and reserve judgment. I mean, like a couple times I've been like, I don't know, but he's very popular. He's like the guy, like the shit poster right now. He like thinks he's pumping projects. Him and Farouk did like a 3-hour Twitter space together, just them two on stage on Saturday.
That's a lot just for 3 hours and just the two of them on stage. Guys.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's wild. He's like he does like 2 a day. They're really long. You should check him out one time.
Is he just like a shit poster full time or something? Like what?
I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. Yeah,
some people that are on Twitter, I'm like, what do you do for money? Like, how do you make money? You're just on Twitter all day.
I know.
But
I'm not sure what he does. I don't know his
maybe he's a trader or something.
Yeah,
trades full time. Although it's a bit hard to do. Although, oh my gosh, we've had some crazy sales. This is a good segue into some of the really crazy sales we've had this week.
Yeah.
There was a zombie punk sale for 980 ETH. There was 3,300 ETH hoodie punk ape sale. Oh, that's the one we talked about briefly in the
That's the one you bought. Yeah, that's the one you bought.
So Danny Seed Phrase, or I guess his name is Danny, but his like handle is Seed Phrase on Twitter. He sold that. He sold his hoodie punk.
Yep.
Hoodie ape punk for 3.3k ETH, which wow, like that's just insane. That's so much. And then there was also a Mega Mutant sale that went for 1,000 ETH.
Yep.
And yeah, those are some of the big sales that I
For the Mega Mutant sale, the company Fragment.xyz bought it, and they own 4 Mega Mutants.
Oh, what?
Yep. Yeah. They own 4 Mega Mutants.
Really?
At Fragment XYZ. Yep.
How many Mega Mutants are there?
I think there was 10. And I don't even know if I think there might be 1 or 2 left still to be minted. Because you could have the Mega Serum.
Right.
I'm not really sure what Fragment does, but it says creating rich stories and worlds for the metaverse. And when they say rich stories, they mean rich PFPs because those are expensive.
Yeah,
I was listening to Nick and Pio, and Pio asked Nick if in 5 or 7 years is that going to be a smart move that they're paying all this money, and Nick just goes, "It's stupid." Crack me up.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about whether it's a good move or not for some of these things, like 3,300 for the hoodie ape punk, like. But then somebody had tweeted out there was like a zombie punk sale. I think it was like 2 years ago or something, and it went for, I don't know, maybe like 15 ETH or something. And all the comments, people were like, "Oh, this isn't going to age well. Oh, this is the top."
Right.
And like that was super. Now looking back, it's like, whoa, that was such a great deal. I wish I would have scooped it.
Yeah, I'd rather have an ape punk than a Mega Mutant. I think.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Mega Mutants, because like, I don't know, just what
the Mega Mutants. What is the benefit
get for it?
I feel like it's just ultimately like a flex, like getting some of the rare ones. Like, what's the benefit besides it being just a really big flex? If you get the same
you
benefit.
can say that, but you can say that about the punk too.
Yeah, you can definitely.
Yeah,
there's not even utility for the punks either, and they're
Right. Yeah, I wonder what this company's planning because they've obviously spent a lot of money on IP.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Were they the only sales you had? There was some big ones.
Oh, yes. Also, we got to talk about Tyler Hobbs, his QQL. Oh my God, we didn't pull up how much we thought that the auction was gonna go down to. So it was a Dutch auction that started. There's 900 NFTs, started at 50 ETH, and it ended up selling out at 14. So it just went down every so often. 14. I feel like I probably predicted it going lower. I'll admit.
I think you were kind of close. I was high. I was like 30 to 40, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I feel like I might have said like 10 or something. Maybe.
Possibly.
I don't know. Well, maybe I should have went back and pulled it up.
I know. We need to figure that out. We need to figure that out. There were 900 of them sold at 14 ETH, which raised $17.5 million.
$17.5 million. Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad for a bear market. Am I right?
Yeah, really. And the floor is at 16.6.
Yeah. And you could see the ones like you basically could see what the output was going to be before you minted it, right? Like you could kind of control it.
No. Oh, yeah, but not before you minted. Like what's sold were mint passes.
Right.
So then whoever goes and mints it is actually the one that's going to get that 2% royalty we talked about.
Yeah.
So the mint passes are being sold. Mm-hmm. The mint passes are mostly what's being sold, I think. The mint pass did 5,000 ETH in the last 7 days. It's the number one mover.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
By far. Did twice as much as the Bored Apes in 7 days.
That's crazy.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, so you I think you hit the generator when you're ready to mint it, and it like shows you, it like gives you an output.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think you can select which one you want to mint. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I saw people like being like, should I mint this? And it's like they could see what it was before they minted it.
Right.
So but yeah, did you see that Gutter Cat Gang? They teased their gang coin coming soon, which they've been talking about that for a while. So people are kind of like, oh, when's it gonna come out? But they finally like made a Twitter account for it. And they were like, they put out a little teaser video. So I think it is coming pretty soon. Gang coin. I don't know. We'll see. But that is definitely exciting. People have been waiting a long time for that.
Yes, they have. I don't know if I have. I think I might have even sold my Gutter Mutant. I don't know if I have any.
Oh,
That's
you don't
one
have anything in the gutter?
ecosystem. Yeah, that's one ecosystem I wish I did.
Yeah.
What is that? A rat? You have a rat? The one up behind you?
Yeah, I have a gutter rat, which I had actually King Blackboard cut me a deal at the time for this. Super cool. It has like one of the rare shirts, has a halo, and it has like the Mizu hoodie. And I honestly think I have one of the most aesthetically pleasing gutter rats. But anyway, I mean, it is mine, so of course I'm gonna think that. But anyway, so at the time, I think he sold it to me for 0.9. We did like a private sale, and I think the floor for like the halos at the time were like 1.1 or something. And I think now I could sell it for like 3 ETH if I wanted to. But I like this one, and I did have a serum. Oh wait, what was it called? The serum? What was it called? Oh, clone juice.
Yep.
The gutter clone juice. I held on to it for the longest time, and then I finally just sold it the other day because I just was like, I'm just gonna sell this. I'm not gonna mutate my rat. But speaking of which, I bought some more NFTs. I don't know what is with me. Last week I had bought some stuff. This week I bought some stuff, or I guess I just bought. What did I buy? I bought so I've been putting WETH offers on Smiles versus 2 of them got accepted, which then I went and put one back on the market and it sold because I didn't need 2. I really just wanted 1. But yeah, I picked one up for 0.078. Someone accepted my WETH offer. Yeah, which is really good. It's like 9% of what I paid for my other one. So, but honestly, I'm like happy about it. I'm like, oh, sweet. Like, this is great. You know, I'm glad that they're down to, I don't know what, like $100, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm very happy about that. I'll have to show you it. It's serial number 3448 for anybody that wants to look it up. I like it because it has like a suitcase and I'm always moving. So it just kind of reminds me of that.
I was looking, there's a gold one. Let me see if it's still there for 3 ETH. And I'm probably not going to spend that much, but I did put an offer at like 1.5. It's still sitting there. That's a grail, a 3 ETH.
3 ETH gold.
Yeah. I bought a couple this week as well. I bought 2 NFTs on NFTs, like other NFTs. Yep. I bought a Moonbird Oddity, which I'd been talking about for a while.
Oh yeah.
Spent like 1.17 or something, which is where the floor is now. And I bought a Renga when the floor was 1.6.
Oh
yeah. And
congrats.
Now it went up to 2.8, and now it's down to like 2.4.
Are you gonna sell it or are you gonna keep it? Why'd you buy a Renga?
Because I felt like it was gonna do well.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know
probably
much about that, but
yeah, I mean, it's got that. The artist is Dirty Robot. I tried to look up as much as I could about it. You know, people, the community, you got to go into Discord and see the community, but that's what they always say. Like, what do you mean? People are talking. Like, what do you mean the community? I don't know. I'm sure it's cool. Someone's actually gonna get mad at me for saying that. They're gonna be like, no, it really does have an amazing community. But now I'm excited about it. Like if it inches down, it gets back to 2, I'll probably sell it and like basically break even. If it gets up to like 3.5 or 4, I'll probably sell it there as well.
Okay. But then you wouldn't sell it at 2.4. So you only want to sell it if it goes lower and then you think it's going to go even lower.
I'm hoping that when everybody gets back in there, like back in the saddle tomorrow morning, that has another run. Because I think it kind of settled down, like everyone's watching football. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, yeah. But I mean, the volume, the 24-hour volume is 1,600 ETH. The second place 24-hour volume is the QQL at 332. Third place is Black Box, which is also Renga, like a black box you can reveal for a Renga. And that's third place. Mutants is 4th. Bored Apes is 5th, 198, 158. So like, it has 10 times the volume of Bored Apes in the last 24 hours. There's a lot of volume on it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see what happens.
Renga. No, the art's cool, right?
Yeah.
The more expensive it gets, the better the art looks.
It'll look better as it appreciates in value.
As it goes up. Yep.
You know what we have to talk about? That's coming up. Very exciting. Our 100th episode. We're on episode, what is this, 93?
Yep.
So 100 is right around the corner, and probably about at the end of this month, likely, we will be posting our 100th episode. And Michael and I are planning out what we want to do. We definitely want it to be a fun episode. We're going to have different segments going on. It's going to be totally different than, our episodes from the past. It's going to be a special one. And we also wanted to do a little challenge. We wanted to challenge. So we wanted to challenge our listeners to help us with this. We're really trying to accomplish this mission. Can we get to 100 reviews by our 100th episode? Now, right now we're at 82 reviews on Apple, by the way. This is on Apple, which for a review, you don't have to write something. You can just rate us like with the stars, although it is nice if you do write something. But I challenge everybody listening to this who hasn't written a review to please consider writing one and help us with our challenge. We are trying to make it to 100 reviews by the end of this month. Can we do it? I hope we can. And, if you're thinking about what would I even write in a review, what do you like about this podcast? Why do you listen to it? Maybe you can mention one of your favorite episodes or, who your favorite interview was. Just whatever you want to say. But, and we'll definitely have to read them in the following episodes. But yes, we do challenge everybody to help us with this mission to get to 100 reviews before our 100 episodes at the end of this month.
Very excited for that. Yeah, we should have some cool things planned for the 100th. That's a pretty big milestone. Milestone.
It's our biggest milestone. I mean, that's like 3 figures of episodes.
Yeah, amazing.
That's totally new.
Episode 100.
100. Mm-hmm.
It's coming. When we were talking about Tyler Hobbs, I actually wanted to bring up this tweet that came out by, is it NFTstatistics.eth, Punk 9059?
Yeah, NFT statistics, that guy.
So they put out, is it a guy? Because it's a female punk. But
yeah, I remember because I was like sad that it was actually a guy, even though
that's right. Yeah. So he put out a tweet that listed the top 10. This was in honor kind of the Tyler Hobbs drop of the top 10 mints in US dollars, how much money was raised. So I wanted to go through that because I just thought the list was interesting.
Yes.
Some winners, some losers. Other Deed did 319 million, which is by far the largest. And if you remember during that, there was like 150 million burnt as well. $150 million burnt in
gas fees. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's $500 million pretty much spent on that. Number 2 was the Mutants, same company, 92 million. Number 3 was one of the all-time best projects that the NFT space has ever seen in Pixelmon.
Oh my God.
Number 3, 76 million.
Wow, 76 million they raised. They actually ended up updating the art and coming out with new.
They did. It seems like there was a company came in or somebody came in and they bought it as kind of a distressed asset and they updated the art. It still doesn't. I still don't think they're going to succeed. They left Kevin the same. Did you know that? They updated all the art,
left Kevin the same because Kevin became a meme.
Yeah. People got messed up on that. They were buying Kevin for $70.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Just to be funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4 was Adidas at 65 million. This is like what they've raised on the mint. I don't think it includes secondary. I know it does not include.
What does Adidas come royalties. Out with? Was that the Punks?
Adidas was the with that
tracksuit thing. No,
I'm trying to remember how that went down. It was that tracks, the thing that spun with the G money.
Yeah.
But did we have to pay for that?
I know. I'm like, what did they raise
I
money
almost
from?
don't remember. So if these stats are incorrect, we can blame NFT statistics.
We will not be held responsible if these are incorrect. But okay, well,
it says 65 million for Adidas, Moonbirds at 59 million. V Friends at 54 million, which is by far the earliest one on this list because everything else dropped I mean, maybe Adidas might have been the end of last year, but I think all this other stuff is this year. The Meta Heroes Planets did 47 million. If you remember those.
I do remember those, and I have two of them, unfortunately.
Yeah. I have one. That's funny. World of Women Galaxy did 34 million. That's pretty wild. I guess that's how they could afford Madonna for NYC.
Yeah, and they're actually, I saw they announced that they're actually going to be throwing an event in Miami at the end of this year. Yeah, like during like Art Basel time.
Oh, for Basel? Okay, yeah. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Excited for that. Zuki did 31 million. I really can't stand that project.
I mean, the art looks cool, but yeah, the whole Zagabond thing.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. It's too much. I can't believe that project is still 10 years.
I can't believe like Zagabond's like still around, just like casually. Like he didn't even get canceled. That was.
Does he ever post her? I don't even look.
I swear, like a week ago, I saw him like tweet something, and I was like, "What? Like he's just out here like tweeting?" Okay.
How's Tendies doing?
Tendies.
That was his project. That was one of his projects.
Oh my gosh, right. Because he came out with that confession, like, I launched 2 failed projects before, and like people were like, you rugged 2 other projects, and it was like Tendies and this other one.
Remember the K Money video he did about Zagabond? It was really funny.
I don't know if I remember it, but I have seen like pretty much all of K Money's videos.
Yeah, it was really funny. And he's like, "Tee I'm just a woman dev. I'm just a woman dev."
Oh yeah.
And it was like K Money in a wig.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Very funny. And PXN did 29 million. I've seen that name, but I don't know too much about that one.
PXN, is that the Ghost? You know, Ghost with the X?
Yeah.
Is that their thing? Don't they have, I swear they have like something like that.
Project PXN floor is 0.17. I can't imagine people are too happy.
PXN Ghost Division.
Oh, wow. PXN went from a 5 ETH floor in May.
Whoa, what the heck? I don't even remember ever seeing this project.
Crashed.
45,000 in ETH volume traded.
And the floor is down to 0.17 at like that is talk about a rug pull. The chart looks like a rug. It went from 4.9 ETH on May 14th. to 0.37 on June 14th.
Well, we don't know that it was a rug, but like definitely
they just failed. Yeah,
yeah.
They just that's a shame.
Wow.
Look at that. Yeah, they were number 10. So that's crazy. Yeah, those are the highest mint raises of all time in the NFT space.
Wow. Yeah, that was a cool stat to know.
Yeah.
Also you mentioned Pixel Vault. I had a little news from Pixel Vault. They teased their upcoming blockchain gaming ecosystem. I'm not sure if you saw the video. And then they also dropped token gated merch for their holders. And finally, there was some utility for the token, which people were like waiting for there to be utility. And yeah, so that was kind of nice, I guess. That was cool.
They're still doing lots of stuff. I mean, I trust VGF. He always says like they're doing all this stuff, and they're a comic company, so they're going to keep putting stuff out, and they're, they got their sports division, and they're a real legit company that's going to do some cool stuff. See if we
can get the founders on at some point.
Yeah. G Funk and Chris Wall. Yeah. Economist, I think, is one of their main people.
Economist. I don't know what his position is, but yeah, I know he works for them. They have a big team.
What else do we got going on? We talked about the 7-day pricing on flips. What happened in the last 7 days? I mean, the most thing that happened really is this Renga and Black Box. Like Renga's up 83%, Black Box is up 110%. Everything else is relatively steady. Let's see. Over 7 days, the Bored and Dangerous got smashed. I mean, that was a 0.6 floor. It's down to 0.29.
Oh, 29. Yeah. Actually, it's been steady at that level.
Since the art came out. Right. It's actually, honestly, it's probably a good snag at this price. Because I don't know.
That's my question. Because it's like you're burning the book. So you're basically saying that you are willing to pay for the PFP for that price. For 0.3. So
pretty much, yeah.
Like, and projects don't usually mint at like 0.3. That's high.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It kind of feels like, is that a good deal right now? Like, I think the move, if you really want one, but to wait for the reveal and then just buy one on the secondary, like that's
you're probably right.
That's usually the move, but
I wonder if the Bored and Dangerous will go up after the burn because there'll be less of them.
The board, yeah.
I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah, and then oh my god, everyone's just waiting for them to like holding their breath, like what is the art reveal gonna be next?
Now they got all the pressure on.
Oh my gosh, so much pressure because now people are already just ready to roast them again, if needed, and so they definitely have some.
Yeah, it's got to look really good this next time. They're probably like, damn, what do we do? Like it's got to look really good.
Yeah, people were like, why don't you just go to 2D, like every other PFP? And because they're like, we really wanted to get 3D right. And like, clearly they missed the mark on the 3D. But someone was saying in your Discord, they should consult with like Smiles or some of these other projects that do 3D well.
Yeah, right. Right.
I'm sure people are willing to help each other out, like projects helping other projects. Yeah.
It's funny. The other one I bought, the Moonbirds Oddities, they're literally like the ugliest things you've ever seen. Have you looked at those?
Wait, no, I don't even know I don't even think I know what they look like. Let me
go look at the Moonbird Oddities. I'm going to send you the link.
Fine. Okay.
Let's get your honest opinion on these.
All right. I'll be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
Is this I don't like to
better
things.
Is this art better or worse than the Azuri? Look at this art. Where did you see this?
Okay, it's like pixelated 8-bit style.
Yep.
They look like rats. Are these rats? Honestly, this is better than the Azurbalas because they have here's the thing. They at least all have like the same overall aesthetic, the same vibe. Like the other one, there were just all these different textures, all these different clashes going on. It just didn't make sense. But if something's gonna be ugly, like at least have it be consistent.
Yeah.
But these aren't that bad. I don't know.
I mean,
for a PFP,
come on.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen worse. I feel like you made it seem like they're gonna be really ugly.
They're gonna be
It looked
really
like they look like the Cryptodes, but rat version.
Yeah, which I also didn't think was. What's actually funny? The same artist consulted on these. He helped with these.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh my god! Well, there we go.
Yep. That's funny you said that.
Actually, that was pretty good of me to.
No, you're an art.
Wow,
connoisseur,
I'm an art.
Obviously.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm an art connoisseur now.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, you could tell. That's one of the reasons. The two I bought had real legit artists behind it, which was I was hoping that would help it. The Moonbird Oddities is nice to get in that Moonbird proof, ecosystem. That one I'll probably hold a little longer because I do feel like eventually they'll figure out how to bring value to these things.
Yeah, hopefully.
I would think. Yeah, hopefully. Spent $1,600 on it or whatever. Yeah, hopefully.
Only spent $1,600. No big deal or anything though.
Hopefully.
What else do we got? I don't know if you saw this, but Subducks partnered with DraftKings and they're dropping a new project with them on their marketplace, Sly Crocs. Yeah. They'll be like exclusive to their DraftKings marketplace. I thought that was interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah. And then another thing I have on my list here, Cryptoys, which we have to get. We definitely have to get Cryptoys. We had Steph, my sister, who's head of community for Cryptoys. We had her on the pod before, maybe like 6 months or so ago, but Cryptoys seems like they are getting ready to launch soon. You can now go to cryptoys.com and sign up and like secure a username for yourself, which I obviously secured Jennifer, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. They're gonna be launching soon. So
they are. They had a really good Twitter space. I forget who the host was, some lady. I never really saw her before. It was kind of weird. Oh. Did you see that weird lady hosting it?
Who? Wait, you're talking about my sister?
Yeah, I was joking.
Oh my god, what? No, it wasn't a Twitter Spaces. It was a Twitch.
Oh, a YouTube.
That's why I was confused. Okay. I was
that's
like,
why. Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yep. It was live. It was like live video. No, it was very good. They're going to have 30,000 in their Genesis collection. They're selling them, I think, at $40 each, they said.
Yeah.
And it's like a retail product. They're like a real toy company.
Yeah.
It's like really cool and smart, the things they're doing. They hinted that they're going to have a lot of different IP. They already have Masters of the Universe is one of the
partner
IPs
with Motu, which is Masters of the Universe. Oh, that's Motu. Oh, okay. It just connected. Motu, she's short for Masters of the Universe. Yeah. They have a lot going on for sure. And I think they're going to be one of the biggest projects on Flow after Top Shot. Like, I think. So,
yeah.
We'll see
all day. If they're bigger than All Day,
or All Day. All Day is pretty popping right now. Not gonna lie,
right? Because of the NFL.
Which I actually did open some of my packs and sold the contents because they're popping off so much.
Yeah,
I was like,
sure.
You know what? Let me take advantage of this. Yeah. And sell into the hype. But I still have 4 packs left because I try to collect packs. But
are you still buying them?
NFL All Day.
Mm-hmm.
I try to get in line for the pack drops, then sometimes I miss it. But packs, not moments. I don't buy moments. But
for sure.
I like to collect.
I need to get back in. I need to get back in with the packs. I bought a bunch and then I kind of just let it go. Yeah, but I still have them sitting there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Super Bowl pack, which I just found out Rihanna's going to be performing at the Super Bowl
this year.
Yeah, and I'm
I
like,
didn't hear that yet.
Suddenly I like football, and I'm like, can I text my boyfriend. I'm like, how much does it cost to go to the Super Bowl? He's like, it's like 5,000 or something for like a bad seat. I'm like, what the heck? That's Jesus. I guess I'll just be I don't know.
It could be a little less. It could be like, it depends on the teams. It always depends on the teams. Like it'll be 5,000 if you want to buy it now. But like as the game gets closer, I might know one or two things about tickets. So it could go down to like 2,000, 2,500 depending on.
That's still like so crazy. Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking like a couple hundred or something for some nosebleeds, but clearly not.
Yeah. This year it's in Phoenix. That'll help you.
That's my hometown.
I know. That's why I said it. Yep.
What?
So you could just plan to go there. You don't even have to get a hotel, obviously.
Yeah.
And just be there and hope it gets cheap toward the end.
So I was thinking like maybe I can trade some of my NFL packs for like a Super Bowl ticket. But
I'll warn you, if you're going to see Rihanna speak, like I went to a Super Bowl and it was to sing, it was Justin Timberlake and you could barely hear him in the stadium. Yeah.
So it's not made, right?
It's not made for the stadium. Yeah. The sound is made for the TV.
All right. I'll just watch highlight videos on Twitter after the fact.
Watch it live,
I mean, I don't have a TV, but
okay.
When is the Super Bowl? February?
Early February, yep.
Okay. Well, anyway. All right, back to NFT stuff.
Back to NFTs. I read about this dude in Miami. He had a Frida Kahlo. You familiar with her? The artist from Mexico?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
He had one of her pieces and he burnt it at a party at like his house in Miami with like blow torches and dancers. And it was like a whole thing. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. And he's gonna sell them as 10,000 NFTs, and he's trying to get 3 ETH each for them. Oh, yeah, which is gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, I know. Excuse me.
Okay.
Read the room. It's like bear market.
What? Okay.
But there's a little bit of controversy because like the art authorities in Mexico were like, well, you don't own the rights to that. He's like, well, I own the painting. I can do what I want with it. And there's questions of if he even burnt the real one because now there's no evidence because it got burnt.
Oh my God. Wait, so I don't understand. What is he's fractionalizing the?
I guess I think he's
like.
It seems like some kind. It's like a publicity stunt. It sounds like.
Okay.
But I mean, he's trying to raise a lot of money, so maybe he will get millions of dollars for it, even if he doesn't sell all of them.
Maybe remember when
there's nothing to fractionalize because it's destroyed.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like-
my question.
He's saying that he's immortalizing it on the blockchain.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good luck to him.
I know.
I'll not be buying one of those.
I saw a really nice display of her art at in St. Pete at the Dolly Museum. They had one of her exhibitions. It was really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. She made some cool stuff. And you can visit, if you ever go to Mexico City, you can visit her house.
Oh, it's like turned into like a museum type of thing.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
100%. Yep.
Oh, I love that. I love going to like mansions or super old houses that they turn into like museums, and then it's all blocked off and you need like a guide to kind of like show you, but you can't go into the rooms. You can only go into the hallways. I love that. It's very fun.
Yeah, I remember doing the Betsy Ross house when I was a kid every year at school in Philly.
Betsy Ross. Who's Betsy Ross?
She created the first American flag.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, wait, Betsy Ross. I feel like I remember learning about her in high school. Like it rings a bell. But
that's a Philly thing. It's a Philly thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, her house is in Philly. She made the flag in Philly.
Oh, got it. So everyone from Philly knows a lot more.
Oh, everyone from Philly knows Betsy Ross. Yeah,
right.
We all know Betsy Ross. Build-A-Bear. Do you like Build-A-Bear? You ever do that?
My cousin was super into it, and one time she had like a party at Build-A-Bear, and then everyone, like all the kids like I built my own bear, and then but I don't know. I was never like a huge stuffed animal kid, but yeah, I know Build-A-Bear.
All right. Well, they're doing NFTs, and they have a 101 auction going this week of like this bear with like crystals all over it, like Swarovski crystals.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
You want that? And
yes,
so there's a 101 auction. You get the NFT and the physical. In November, they're doing an edition of 125, and you also get the physical and the NFT. And then they're doing like a 5,000 generative project.
Okay,
before
wow.
the end of the year. Yeah.
Doing the most.
They're doing the whole thing. Yeah. Build-A-Bear. Getting into it. I don't know what they're going to cost or if they're going to be worth anything, but be fun to watch. And another one I noticed, it's kind of similar. Do you like K-pop?
Korean pop. Not like huge into it, but I know a couple artists and songs.
BTS and for sure.
That's like the biggest one.
We have nieces, my wife and I. They're like right now they're like 19 and 16, and they've been K-pop fans for a while. So they're always like, oh, you gotta trying to get them tickets and stuff. Like, but there's a group called Aespa, Aespa. I probably butchered that, but they're dropping NFTs on Sotheby's marketplace, which I've never been to. I don't know about, but they're doing it the opposite way. The first one they're doing is an open edition. It didn't have prices, so they're going to do an open edition. Then they're going to do an edition of 32. That's going to be an auction. And then they're going to have 4 one-of-ones, which I'm going to be interested in watching because the one-of-ones include an all expenses paid trip to Seoul, Korea to meet the band and to be VIP at a concert. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That one's should we make our predictions
on what that goes for?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's it. Yeah. Let's write it down there this time. So there's 4 one-of-ones. We have to, what do we want to predict? Like the average price?
The average price. Yeah.
Let's predict the average price of the 4.
What's he that right now? Like 1,300?
Yeah. I have a price in mind.
I have a price in mind. Mine might be a little too cheap, but I'm thinking 10 ETH.
I was thinking 9 ETH.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was like 8 to 10 was my range. So that'll be interesting to see because like it's probably is going to go based on what the trip costs. But like I wonder if people won't even know about it. Maybe they'll slip through cheap. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can bring somebody. I have to find out if it's like just you. They want you to go there all by yourself.
Yeah.
I know.
That sucks.
Yeah. Korea, that Seoul is the most technologically advanced city in the world. I would love to go there. I've been to Japan. I've been to Tokyo, Kyoto, and a couple other cities in Japan, and I love that part of the world. I would love to go to Seoul.
Surprised you've never been to Korea. Yeah,
I know it's a missing piece of the the travel puzzle.
What is like a country you haven't been to that you really want to go to?
I want to go to Morocco really badly.
Oh,
I want to go to like I definitely want to go to Australia, but I like going to I really like going to places where they don't speak English. Like that's part of the fun for me is like, the whole culture shock type thing.
Wow.
I really love it. When I went to Japan, I was all by myself.
Oh my
and
God.
like just traveling, like not in like a group where they're like helping you. Like I had to like do a lot of Google Translate with people and like,
wow.
Yeah. There was this point where I lost my train ticket. And if you lose your train ticket and get off the train, they want you to pay like the max fee, which was like really, really expensive. And I was like, no. They wanted me to pay like $200 or something. And I was like,
did you get away with it?
Yeah, I got away with it. The guy was like, just this one time. He was like, go. Because I was like, there's no way. But I had to keep saying it into the Google Translate and then show him. Yeah. I was like, there's no way. I was like, I had my ticket. I paid for it. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Well, I guess then in that case, they're like, oh, well, he's not from here.
Yeah.
So
Get the hell out of here. Like, yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. I loved it over there. The food and just I had so much fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Are you going to NFT NYC in London?
Am I going?
Coming up? Yeah.
I am still considering. I know it's a month away and I need to make a move. There's actually some cheap flights. There's a flight on Halloween from JFK to London for like $120.
What the heck?
I know. It's on some weird airline like Nord something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, if you go, let us know how it is.
I know I will. I want to go so I can talk about it. And I would actually be out there. Like and do one of the pods probably from London.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Reporting live from London.
Across the pond.
That's fun.
Yeah. What else you got on your list for this week?
Oh yeah, Andy said Apple.
Oh right, yeah. So they're they announced that they're going to start to allow in-app NFT purchases, and they want to take 30% of that. Which to start, I guess it is what it is. There, if they're giving you the ecosystem, so basically you can create an app, and there's going to be like how all these apps these days have these micro purchases, 50 cents, $1, $2. Like you're going to be able to be buying NFTs that way. NFTs that signify that you did this, you did that. Or I could picture like, you could be at like Chili's or whatever. And they say, hey, if you download our app and buy our NFT, you get 10% off your meal. You know what I mean? Like things like that. And like there'll be all kinds of in-app NFT purchases. Some of them will mint to blockchain. Some of them will be custodial. But that's probably going to be a huge revenue stream for Apple if they're doing it like that.
Totally. That may even be the catalyst to bring NFTs mainstream. I mean, not that it's going to mean stuff is going to be super valuable. It just means that things will be on the blockchain, which is cool. Like,
and there's going to be utility to it. There's going to be things you want. You're going to create like whatever it is. It might even be like greeting cards. Like you could send somebody greeting cards that are minted and they have forever. Like that's not a bad idea.
Ooh, greeting cards.
Hallmark needs to do that. Yeah. I actually have a really good idea, but I don't want to say the idea I have. Just for the small chance that I
you sound like my mom. My mom, when we were kids, she would be like, okay, let's all think of an invention. And then we would all think of, and I'd be like, oh, what's a good invention? Drinking fountains where you have to pay $0.25 and you can have a sip of soda, which is like, but that was like my idea. And she was, okay, great, but don't tell anybody so we can invent it. But then it's like, we never invented these things. Why couldn't we just share our idea? Other people could have helped us invent this if that's what we actually wanted to do. Like ideas are meant to be shared. You can't just keep them to yourself.
All right, maybe I'll share it on the next episode.
Come back on the next episode of the NFT Catcher podcast.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned where Michael shares his idea. Well, we're gonna have to remind you about that because I hope you don't forget. Maybe next Sunday.
No. Yeah, I'll share it next Sunday. Give me a week to capitulate that I'm not gonna actually do it.
No, because maybe somebody who can help you make your idea become a thing. You know?
Does anybody know how to make an app on that app store that can mint NFTs? Let me know.
I actually made an app in high school. Actually, I wasn't like the software engineer person making it, but I was like the project lead. I took this like entrepreneur class, and we all had to like make something, and we decided to make a like student planner app. And
not bad.
Yeah, so it's actually, I don't know if it's still an app or not. I don't want to expose it though, but it didn't really.
No, you don't want people to go dig back in.
Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if it's still a thing. All right, now we're just rambling. But what else should we do the top charts?
Yeah, we can do the top charts. Should we mention that .og, that Leonidas? So somebody, it appears that the potentially oldest and now first NFT on Ethereum was rediscovered, and it's like an ENS naming system, the .og.
Oh, wow. Oh, really?
Yep. And so people are out there minting these .ogs right now. And you could do it. I think it's free. Just pay gas. It's like really cheap. And I was looking at it, like I connected with my burner account. Yeah. If anybody wants to go see this, it's Leonidas NFT, Leonidas NFT. He posted a link. It's a complicated link, so I'm not going to say it. But
it is complicated. I'm just clicking on it.
Right. And you connect your wallet. He even suggests if you're going to interact, use a burner. So use a burner if you're going to interact with it. But like one of my buddies messaged me that he got like Bitcoin.og and like really good ones. There's a lot of good ones sitting out there. I mean, my name is out there and things like that. Now, I actually connected with my burner and looked at it, but I didn't want to go through with it till I heard a couple more people doing it successfully.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Jenny from the blockchain.og.
I'm literally like looking it up right now. I'm like, is this it? Because you can check to see if it's available. I haven't even connected my wallet. But
you can check. You can check.
It's available. Oh shit! I better. Yeah. Oh my god! Should I try to like snag this before? I got to connect with the burner though. I'm not connected right now.
Yeah.
But the blockchain.eth. Wow. Wait, I'm scared though. What if all my stuff gets wiped?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know somebody that did it. Like he was messaging me earlier tonight.
Yeah.
But my buddy Albert, who I trust, but I just, I want to see a couple more people.
Yeah, Leonidas, NFT historian.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has what is that? Crypto Skull? Is that what it's called? The Crypto Skulls as his profile pic.
Yeah.
Those pumped like crazy, and then they just went back down. But that is there was a lot of hype around
August. This was from August in 2015. The first NFTs on Ethereum. How about that? Well, ENS came out in April of 2017. I didn't know that. Cool. And this chart he has is really cool. The definitive timeline of early NFTs on Ethereum. It's actually good to look at. Some of these are going to end up being worth money one day. Like there's gonna be runs on all this stuff over time.
Maybe my crypto crystal from 2018 will take off.
It will. It probably will.
I mean, hopefully.
Crypto crystal.
I got like 3 of them. They're cheap too. They're like 0.04 is the floor. And I got 2 accepted WETH offers for like I did like. Actually, the cool thing about the bear market is that you can put like half off WETH offers and people will accept sometimes. I've
seen some like, really cheap offers accepted on a lot of Yep.
It's a good time to buy the things that you really want. And don't just buy it outright. Like put a WETH offer because you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what people will accept. And the cool thing about WETH offers is that first of all, WETH is basically just wrapped ETH. And you don't have to pay the gas. Like the person who accepts the WETH offer pays the gas. So not only can you put an offer cheaper than the price that they're asking for and get it for less, but you also don't have to pay the gas. So it's like just the best way to actually buy something. Like if you're really wanting to buy something.
Do you know NFT God, who does like
NFT God? He posts like motivational things and stuff, and he's very smart. Yeah.
he posted something like 7 ways to be profitable. He said, always use offers. Never do buy it now unless like there's high volume and the floor is going crazy. That's the only time to do buy it now.
Hey.
Yeah.
So you're saying I had the right idea?
Yeah, I think Neosporin was talking to him actually, and I never really knew who he was. I never really looked him up, but I started recently. But he was like, he asked if we wanted to maybe have him on the show. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we should have him on the show.
All right, I'll let Neo know to see what he says. I know we're pretty booked for this month, aren't we?
We're pretty booked out for this month, but yeah, maybe we can schedule something for next month. I can reach out to him too. He's following me back. Yeah, he's cool. Been following my sister. Actually, that's one of my sister's like favorite follows.
Oh, really?
In space right now. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, let's go over to Crypto Slam, I think, unless you have any last
let's do it.
Topics. Cool.
Let's do it.
So at the end of every episode, we typically go over the end of every weekly update episode. We go over the top NFT collection rankings by sales volume over the last 7 days. And the project that crushed it this week is the Mint Pass, QQL Mint Pass, 26 million in sales. Pretty wild. Number 2 is CryptoPunks at 10 million. And that was helped out by the 2 big giant CryptoPunk sales.
Yep.
Bored Apes is number 3. Renga is number 4. Good for them. Really, they're up 200% in volume. It's funny. They have Bored Apes and Renga have about the same over the last 7 days. Bored Apes 65 transactions. Renga is 2,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So Rare is number 5, still crushing it. Mutant Ape Yacht Club number 6. Gods Unchained number 7. Must be having some kind of revival.
They collabed with GameStop, and they also are on Rarible now.
Okay.
You can trade their cards on Rarible.
Nice. And that's Immutable X, right?
Yep. On Immutable. Yeah, Gods Unchained.
Cool. Number 8 is NFL All Day. And number 9 is a Solana project called Critters Cult, which I had never heard of. And number 10 is ENS, Ethereum Name Service.
There we go. Yes, as we're ending this episode, once again, I got to bring this up towards the end.
Yeah.
Help us complete our mission. 100 reviews by episode 100, which is set to be at the end of this month. If you haven't already written us a review on Apple, we would truly appreciate it if you did. We're trying to get to 100 before episode number 100. I just think that'd be so freaking cool if we did that. Yeah, that'd be awesome, right? So yeah, but thank you all for listening to this episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.